Let's say you are a controller player. What you do is you throw smokes to control for the team. Now, one fundamental thing that you can do to fuck up your team and be a detriment is cutting off space and info starving yourselves. What being info starved is where are they on the map? You never want to have this happen. You have info characters for a reason. You have Sova, you have KO, you have Sky, a bunch of bullshit. Let's say you're playing a Cypher. Oh yeah, I can trip anywhere. You, as a Cypher, you have so much fucking information. If you are not using your trips every round to trip spots for your team, it's just a fundamental understanding. Okay, you can place your trips anywhere on the map and they will never go down unless you're KO knife. Unlike a Killjoy where you have to kind of stay near your util. So one thing that's really good with Cypher is spreading out your util so it's more awkward for them. You'll know if they're in garage, you'll know if they went towards B, and you actually have information for yourself. Initiator. Initiator probably should be one of the most talkative players on the team. You should always be suggesting ideas. You should always be like getting information or setting people up. This is literally your whole role, is to flash for other people. Occasionally, I'd say KO is kind of like a pseudo duelist where he functions as like a Phoenix, but also at the same time as like a normal flash initiator, like a Breacher Sky. So I personally like playing him a lot. Now, if you're just throwing flashes to flash without like telling your teammates where they're going, when they're gonna pop, like if you listen to me play KO, I try to make a really easy time for people to understand where my flash is landing and when it's gonna pop. Now another thing I think is really shit that people do is people play duelist characters. We have Jet, Neon, Phoenix, Raze, Reyna. What else am I missing? Am I missing anything else? Yoru to a degree. I think Yoru is more of a lurk duelist, so I'm gonna exclude him slightly because he's kind of weird. But what is one thing that all of these characters have in common? And it's the fact that they have abilities that help them get kills, help them create space. And so let's say I'm playing a Jet and I have another example. I had a Reyna. When I'm playing Reyna, personally, I get really confident because I can throw a flash and the flash acts as like a mini drone where if someone doesn't break it, then they will get full blinds. Also, if you peek someone and you kill them, you get a free kill and you can dismiss. You could literally peek into 4 people with Reyna and get out for free if you wanted to. And that's just the fundamentals of a character. Another character like that, Jet, exact same shit. Chamber, before he was nerfed, he was kind of like a pseudo duelist, sentinel, everything, I don't know. But you should be confident in peeking people because your kit is literally designed to fucking kill people or create space. Like, you should be creating space. You should be looking for opportunities to get killed or get kills. And if you're simply like a passive player, you probably don't belong on the duelist role, other than if you're a Yoru. Like, people think KD and headshot percentage matter, but they really don't. Especially if you're playing roles like duelists, like you're gonna have on and off games. Like sometimes you're gonna be running in, killing 3 people. But one thing that you can always keep consistent is to make the lives of your teammates easier by creating space. Like when I'm playing Jet and I'm feeling it, I'll run in, I'll maybe get like 1 or 2, but then you know what that allows me, like our teammates to do? They just scale up behind me and it's a lot easier. Sometimes you might not be having a great game, but you could just be dashing into your smoke, being fucking annoying, like double smoke on yourself, and now you're like basically this presence that's in everyone's screens, and they have to like think about you subconsciously, and they can't just like tunnel all on your team. Like you've created space at this point. Now obviously if you're in a lower rank, I obviously don't expect you to understand a lot of the stuff, but if you're somewhere in the Radiant to Immortal rank and you don't even know like proper smokes or anything like that, like I don't even play as smokes. I've never played smokes in my life other than Viper and Protein. But I understand how, because I'm thinking by my perspective, when I'm playing the game, what smokes would I want my controllers to throw to make my life easier? And you can use that concept for anything. When I'm playing KO, I'm always thinking, oh, I would love to like, if I was a duelist in this position, I would love to just get flashed here. I would offer the idea.